Good afternoon and welcome to the back garden yard. It's June. There are 5 important things that every gardener needs to complete in early June. And so we're going to go out to the garden now and we're going to take a look at that. Let's go!
The first thing gardeners should be doing in early June is a complete inspection of the garden for insects and disease. This is very important, so that correct measures can be taken to minimize problems when they start. Okay, let's go inspect the entire garden.
So the next thing we want to look at are the persimmon trees. And this is what they call a regular persimmon. And it is not astringent. Astringent's the kind that makes your mouth pucker. And so this is a regular persimmon tree, and it's just loaded with persimmons. And then this big tree over here is another persimmon, but it is astringent persimmons. And let's see if we can find some of those. They look exactly alike and they're immature. These get bigger than the other ones. But anyway, we've got persimmon trees. And then over here are muscadines. And they're in bloom. You can see the fuzzy looking things. That means they're blooming. And these are the ones I sprayed. I said the aliens had invaded when they were getting eaten up early in the year. I sprayed them, got rid of those bugs, and now they are blooming out fine. So these are some things that I haven't showed in my videos. There's not a whole lot to do. One thing that does need doing is all these little side branches now, they're coming out too long and up on top. I need to just get my clippers and clip those off because it's just not necessary to have all that. You want a little foliage over some of the grapes to keep the sun from cooking them, but you don't need way out there like that. Then these are some yellow melons that I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna put these in after the snow peas are taken down, and it's time to take them down. So I'm gonna put the yellow melons there. And this is a Asian apple pear tree, and it's doing well. I sprayed it with neem oil. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. You can see where something took a bite out of that one, but it's still okay. Here's another one. So it's loaded with these apple pears, and I'm going to spray it with neem oil again to see if we can keep the bugs off of them until they ripen. Usually if they get this big and they haven't been eaten up, they're going to do okay. So here's another muscadine. These are really looking good now. And there's the third muscadine. And there are blooms in here. Once again, there the blooms are. And then I have also shown this chestnut tree. All the stuff on the ground here where the chestnut blooms are now falling off. So we're going to have a big crop of chestnuts. And let's see if I can pull this down. And this is the little chestnut pods forming, the little spiky things. And I'm sure they got fertilized because of the fact that there are so many flowers. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and start at the very back again. Now what we're doing is we're looking for any type of work that we need to do. It's very important that at this time of year you go through and the first thing you look for is bug damage. If you see holes in the leaves, you want to look for critters. And here's some holes right here, but whatever did that has gone. but the Japanese beetles will come out anytime. They call them June bugs around here, and it's June. And I've done a recent video on these pole beans, how I'm moving these over. They grow so fast, so that we'll fill up the fence. So you move them over. They want to go up, but we want them to go sideways and then up. And that's going to double, triple the yield of pole beans here. And so these are filling up the fence so pretty good. So you top them, and then you get these side shoots like this one, and then you wrap them around the fence. You have to be careful or you'll break them. And I've done a whole video on this, so I'm not going to bother, but this is something you have to do every day. That one popped loose, but I'll be back for it. I actually think it broke. It did, but it's no big loss. Here's another one that's going to have to be put, but anyway, I'm not going to do this now. And these are the pole lima beans. Same situation with them. You top them, then these come out on the side, and you guide them through the fence sideways. Still not quite long enough to do that with. We got some more down here that did better. Here's one where the side shoot went all the way down to here. And since I was here this morning, it's grown far enough to actually move down one more. Like that. And here comes one back. This is a really good one to show the method. So it's going out this way, it's going out this way, it's going out this way, it's come over this way, and it's coming this way. So I don't know how well you can see this, but this is doing the perfect thing to fill up this fence with lima beans. Okay, while we're back here, we're going to look at the squash plants, and they're doing fine. I picked all the squash this morning, and then this is the Korean corn, and it is looking really good. I see one on the end over there that is tasseling, so that means it's time to fertilize for the last time. I need to sprinkle 10-10-10 around all these. They said it's going to rain today, so this would be a perfect day to take the 10-10-10 and put around the corn. And I'm sure if the Korean corn is tasseling, then this Silver Queen corn is not far behind. I don't see any tassels, but it's looking really nice. So I need to go ahead and fertilize that. The snow peas, as I just said, have reached the end of their life cycle. There's lots of them here. I'm going to end up shelling these and just have them like little English peas, and they'll be delicious. Then I'm going to pull all these up and plant other things there. I've already got some things planted. This is butternut squash here, and they're doing really nice. So those three there are going to climb on the fence here. And then I'm going to put those yellow melons that I showed you earlier down on the other end. And then this is the taro, and those weeds are still there. One day I will get in and get these weeds all out. Then we've got some cherry tomatoes, and I do believe that we've actually got cherry tomatoes on some of these now. There's 3 cherry tomato plants in these stands, and I need to strengthen them by driving some stakes in there. Let's see if I can find you a cherry tomato. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay, so they come up in big clumps like this, and those are looking really nice. So that's how the cherry tomatoes are coming out. Then we have more squash here. And my whole family and my neighbors will be eating this squash. I think I planted too many. And then here are some Better Boy tomatoes. And they've been tied up. I see a few yellow leaves down there that I need to get out. And that's about it. And we will go back up. And these are the beans that I tied up, and I picked my first beans today. They're in the house. I'll see if I can go get those beans and show them to you. And I've just got a ton more making now. These are tied up so that they won't fall over. And pretty soon I'll go with one more row of these strings to tie them up even higher like that one. And that way we'll keep those beans up out of the dirt and they won't snap and break, and they'll make a lot more green beans than they would otherwise. So here is today's harvest. I could get more beets if I want them, but I don't think I want them. And this is about the end of the romaine lettuce back here. But it is still just totally crisp and delicious. I'll have to take that in because I want to eat that. Okay, we'll go back to the front garden. And here are zucchini plants. I picked the zucchini this morning. It's in the house. There's one that's coming. There's one that bloomed today. There's one I think that bloomed either today or yesterday. They're looking very nice. They're starting to run down the ground and vine. So I'm gonna have to put 7 dust on the back of this to keep the bugs out of the base of the stalk. And I'll get that done after the rain today if it rains. And here's a yellow squash plant. And I picked those this morning also. But it's looking nice. Then the okra has taken off in this hot weather.
Okay gardeners, this video is getting long, so I will end it now. I didn't show the cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, carrots, and beets, but they are covered in the upcoming videos that will soon be released. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Hitting the like button will give more people the opportunity to see it, and hit the notification bell to be notified of the next video release. Thanks for watching.